There are two football teams still standing in the prep football playoffs. Was it Torrance busting through their first round opponent? Or is it the Knights hosted Centennial from the Pioneer League that did it? And the ladies Spartan volleyball team takes it to the CIF semis in the remodeled gym. Can that make the difference? The Tartar golf program continues to dominate in the postseason. Did the girls grab the state title again? Get fired up because it starts right now. There are a lot of teams that have a lot to be thankful for, and I'm thankful that there are so many teams that have so much talent. Happy Thanksgiving week. I'm Bonnie Prickitt, and you're watching the Sports Desk. Let's start with football. The Tartar football team is led by running back Tyrone Taylor, who's accomplishing the goals that Coach Hollis expected of him. But that's not all behind this team, though. Quaco and company are doing a good job of giving Coach Hollis some option. Reporter David Gascon brings this game your way.
Bonnie, we're field level right now as the Torrance Tartars play host to the San Ynez Pirates. I got a chance to speak to head coach Rock Hollis moments before the game. Let's take a look and see what he thought about tonight's action.
Well, they're excited. I mean, the last 4 or 5 weeks, every game has been a playoff game for us. So I think that hopefully our guys are ready to play in a playoff game, because I'll tell you what, every one of them we've taken that way.
Coach Hollis's message was heard loud and clear. On the opening drive for the Tartars, they marched down the field 80 yards in 8 minutes and 6 seconds. Quaco sets up his own touchdown around here by bringing the Tartars down to the 1 yard line. He caps it off with a 1 yard plunge to put the Tartars up early, 7-0. For as good as the Tartars were on offense, they were equally as impressive on defense. Pirates quarterback Ryan Welker is sacked here on first down in the opening series. After a short incompletion on third down, he drops back in shotgun, and the Tartars come back with another blitz, sacking Welker and forcing a punt. The Tartars waste a little time in striking again. After the ensuing punt, Tyrone Taylor takes the kick all the way down to the Pirates' 10-yard line. That return sets up this score. Quarterback Jacob Kalama was 3 for 3 tonight, but one of those completions came here as he throws a strike to Adam Dahl for a 10-yard touchdown reception, and just like that, the Tartars are up 14-0 early in the second quarter. The Tartars' offense scored early and often, scoring on their first 5 times that they touched the ball. On their third drive, Joshua Brooks takes the carry and goes 48 yards for a touchdown, evading all Pirate defenders, and just like that, the romp is on as the Tartars held a 21-0 lead. The Pirates scored 2 late touchdowns in the first half to make things interesting at 36-14, but if they had any thoughts of coming back in the second half, that was nullified by the Tartars' defense. Ryan Welker was sacked and pressured the entire second half as the Tartars' defense pitched a shutout. Quaco scores here on a 53-yard scamper to put the Tartars up 43-14. He adds one more score late in the game to seal the deal. The Tartars go on to win this game 50-14, and they advance to the second round. We got a chance to speak with Coach Rock Hollis, Quaco, and Joshua Brooks after the game to see how they felt on tonight's action.
I'll tell you what, we run what we call the Delaware Rocket. I changed the name of the same offense that we run all the time. And for some reason, people just seem to love that new name. But it's a hard-pounding, hard-hitting offense. And, you know, by game 11, you better be pretty good at it. And by golly, we are. And I kept waiting for the hammer to fall because I know San Ynez is a great football team, a perennial playoff team. And, man, I'm so happy our guys played well.
It's just amazing just helping the team out, like giving Tyrone and them breaks and having different options for people to run and touch the ball and stuff.
All the linemen did all the job, you know, because without them, like, I can't really do anything. I give, like, all the credit to my lineman. And Tyrone, he's the four-back wing. He blocked me really good, so I did, they start, and, you know, I just finished the play.
Thanks, everybody, for the interviews, and to Dave for the wrap-up. The Tartars pounded out San Ynez with that rocket wing offense, and as Coach said, they run it for 11 weeks, so they know it pretty well. And Quaco and Joshua Brooks and Tyrone Taylor are doing a pretty darn good job for the Tartars. That was a pretty nice run there by Quaco. Go back and take a look at the highlights. Kalama connected on all the passes he threw, and we have to look forward to the Tartars hosting Nordhoff out of Ojai for the second round. The Knights football team ended their regular season second in the Rey League, hosting their first round playoff game. They're without one of their top running backs. Patrick Alog reports on what the Knights' plan of attack is against a good team from Centennial and the Pioneer League.
Thanks, Bonnie. Bishop Montgomery is hoping to do better than last year when they hosted a first-round playoff game and lost to Templeton, as the Knights are looking to win their first playoff game since 1983. Let's fast forward, 3:50 left first quarter, and Jenkins on 4th and 8 gets a 10-yard touchdown pass to Tyree Davis, and after a 2-point conversion, it's 8-0 Centennial. And then Centennial recovered an onside kick on the next play from scrimmage. Dakari Watson takes the handoff, finds some open space, and goes down the left sideline and eventually scores a 40-yard touchdown. And with the missed 2-point conversion, it's 14-0 Centennial. Bishop Montgomery head coach Ed Hotchkiss trying to get his team motivated, and they respond here early second quarter. Centennial deep in their own territory, and Miles Howard with the pick. And that results in a 1-yard touchdown run from quarterback Luis Soto, and with the extra point, it's 14-7 Centennial. Less than a minute left in the first half, and Tyree Davis receives a screen pass on 3rd and 6 and scores from 10 yards out. And with the missed 2-point conversion, it's 20-7 Centennial. With 25 seconds left at the half, the Knights, instead of kneeling, decide to run a play, and it's a disaster. Centennial recovers the fumble. And the Apaches take advantage in the next play as Shavani Drew catches a pass off the tip drill on a 40-yard touchdown, and the Knights go into half down 28-7. Early third quarter, and Jenkins takes the quarterback draw and takes it from 18 yards out for the touchdown, and it's 34-7 Apaches. It's middle third quarter, 4th and 8, and one of the few highlights was this nice fake punt run from Jonathan Kim as he gets 14 yards and a first down. However, the Knights fumbled in the next play, and 2 plays later, Dakari Watson gets the screen pass from 48 yards out and scores for the touchdown, and with the missed extra point, it's 40-7 Apaches. Late third quarter, and Bishop Montgomery gets the first points of the second half on this 42-yard field goal from Jonathan Kim to make it 47-10. The Knights gave up 13 more points in the fourth quarter and eventually lost this game 60-10 and were eliminated from the playoffs.
Well, you know, it's a tough loss. Unless you win the last game of the year, you know, you never end up happy. But, you know, it's a game that just wasn't a good matchup for us.
It's hard to lose, and we played hard. We got beat by a better team tonight.
Blake Alt talked about turning around a losing culture at Bishop Montgomery.
My family played hard. We turned the whole school around. Bishop Montgomery's been known as a losing school. And the last 2 years, we've had winning records and gone to the playoffs for the first time in 25 years.
This is the second winning season that I think they've had in close to 20 years. So, you know, we're really proud of them. And the seniors we had were a part of it last year, and they're part of it this year. So, you know, I think they've turned the tide on turning Bishop Montgomery into a winning program. When I first took the job, you know, a lot of people told me that it would be impossible to get this program to make it a winning program. And this class of seniors have proved 2 straight years that we can do that, and that's, you know, what we are now.
Bishop Montgomery finished with a record of 6-5. Reporting from Bishop Montgomery, I'm Patrick Alog for the Sports Desk.
Thanks, Patrick. The Knights lost to Pioneer League Centennial, but it's still an accomplishment. It's the first time since 1982 and 83 that they've had back-to-back winning seasons. The JV roster is full of talent. Combine that with the juniors, the fans and the team have a lot to look forward to for seasons to come. Let's go and talk Spartan football. Do you remember how St. Bernard from the Del Rey League beat Bishop Montgomery for the league crown last week? Well, the Spartans took care of them in the first round of the playoffs, and Brandon Loera, the South Bay's leading rusher, was out, but oh boy, did Brandon Chavez make up for his absence. 353 yards and 4 visits to the end zone. He's followed on the stat board by Colton Glandorf, who brought in 3 TDs. And apparently Loera is supposed to be back this week. This win wouldn't have been possible without the Spartan O-line of Curtis Heineman, Orion Gold, Alex Lee, James Paxod, and Anthony Aguilera. Congratulations. So we've got the South Spartans on the road next week against Templeton. If you'll remember, South beat them last year in their playoffs 35-7. Although that doesn't mean much for this year, there's always a bonus in having familiarity with your opponent. Torrance will host Nordhoff from Ojai. And Ojai had a record of 7-4. Nordhoff beat Don Bosco 35-0 in the first round, so it's going to be a good game. Torrance will be at home, so go out and show your support day after Thanksgiving, and we will be sure to bring you the highlights. But moving along to the hardwood. After the break, there's only one prep volleyball team left standing all the way to the semis. Stick around to find out how they did.
Ready. come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
Do you like this top? So gay. Really? Yeah, it's totally gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
When the people of Haiti were hit by the massive earthquake, the people of America and the world came to their aid.
President Clinton and I have seen firsthand the power of your contributions at work.
The Clinton-Bush Haiti Fund is on the ground, funding programs that create jobs, teach skills, and assist local businesses.
Please continue to help us help the people of Haiti so they can rebuild and thrive. Thank you.
Go now to ClintonBushHaitiFund.org or text Quake to 2222 to give $10.
Hi, I'm Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn. Keep an eye on the Sportsdesk.